Dear students, welcome back to our channel. In the last video, we discussed about coefficient of correlation under correlation chapter. Yes, in that correlation, we have two more concepts, rank correlation and probable error. Okay, in this video, we are discussing about rank correlation. In the rank correlation, we have two types of problems. One is when ranks are not repeated, we can choose this formula. Okay, if when ranks are repeated, then we will choose this formula. Okay. So, if ranks are not repeated, what is the formula? R is equals to, R is nothing but rank correlation, capital R, is equals to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n into n square minus 1. Okay, here d is equals to R1 minus R2. N is equals to number of observations. Okay, if you know n value and if you know d value, we can calculate R value, capital R value. Okay, so coming to this, when repeated ranks are there, so if the rank is repeated, that means first rank repeated 2 times or fifth rank is repeated 2 times, whatever rank is repeated 2 times, then we will use this formula. Okay, so both problems we'll see in this video, when ranks are not repeated, when ranks are repeated. Okay, let's see. So here we have one of the important question from rank correlation coefficient. So this is from July 2021 Osmania University paper. Okay, so here given x and y variables. Okay, so as it is, we are taking here x and y variables. So what we should do by this x and y variables? Rank correlation. Okay, so from x variables we are taking R1, from y variables we are taking R2. So how to calculate this R1 and R2? See, in the x variable, which is the least value? 30. So we are giving first rank. Okay, and next least value is 44. So we are writing here 2. Then 47, 3. Then 57, 4. And next 58, 5. Next 61, 6. Next 68, 7. Next 76, 8. And then 82, 9. 99, 10. So likewise, we are giving ranks. Okay. Next, R2 is calculated by using y values. So which is the least value here? 20. So I'm taking here 1. Then 41, 2, 42, 3, 63, 4, 64, 5, 67, 6, 68, 7, 72, 8, 74, 9, 75, 10. So we are taking ranks by using x and y values. So after calculation of R1 and R2, we need to find out d values, because our formula should be R is equals to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n into n square minus 1. So that here we required n value and also d value. Okay, so if you know d value, we can apply this. If you know n value, we can apply this. Yes, so n is nothing but number of observations. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here n is equals to 10 and d is equals to, d is nothing but here R1 minus R2. After calculating d, we'll get d square value, because if you know d values, if you square it, that will be d square values. The total should be called as summation of d square. Okay, so first, for the calculation of d square, you require d value. So that we need to find out d. Here d is equals to what? R1 minus R2. For this, you require one more column. That is d column. Okay. So already we know R1 values, R2 values. Yes. Just deduct those values. 10 minus 10, 0. 3 minus 4, minus 1. 7 minus 8, minus 1. 4 minus 3, 1. 8 minus 9, minus 1. 6 minus 2, 4. 1 minus 1, 0, 2 minus 5, minus 3, 9 minus 7, 2, 5 minus 6, minus 1. Okay. After calculating d, immediately we need to find out d square. D will be squared. So 0 into 0, 0. 1 into 1, 1. Minus into minus, plus. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 1, 1. Okay. So 4 into 4, 16. 0 into 0, 0. 3 into 3, 9. Minus into minus, plus. 2 into 2, 4. 1 into 1, 1. Minus into minus, plus. Okay. After calculating d square values, just take the total. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 16 plus 0 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1. You will get 34. Okay. What is this 34? Summation of d square. Summation means total. Total of d square is equals to 34. So applying the formula, R is equals to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n into n square minus 1. In this formula, we are applying these values. 1 minus 6 into 34 because sigma d square value is 34 divided by n value 10 into n square 10 square minus 1. Okay, is equals to 1 minus 6 into 34 204 divided by 10 into 10 square is nothing but 10 into 10 100 minus 1. Okay, and next 1 minus 204 divided by 10 into 100 minus 1 99. Okay, then 1 minus 204 divided by 10 into 99 990. Okay, then 1 minus 204 divided by 990 how much? 204 divided by 990 0.206. Okay, that is deducted from 1. So you'll get 0.794. So what is this R value? Rank correlation value. Okay, easy to calculate. Very easy. So this is when ranks are not repeated, we can calculate by using this formula. Okay, if ranks are repeated, how to calculate? Let's see. Here one more question is there. Compute Spearman's rank correlation for the following data. So here given candidate judge 1, judge 2. So judge 1 are nothing but x values, judge 2 are nothing but y values. Two variables here are given. So in the x variables, here 23 is repeated 2 times. Okay. Any other number is repeated? 30, 30. 2 times it is repeated. And in the y variables, 24 is repeated 2 times. Okay. No more values are repeated. Yes. So we have 3 numbers are repeated. 23, 30 and 24. 3 numbers are repeated. Then we will use second formula. Okay. Let's see solution. Calculation of Spearman's rank correlation if ranks are repeated. See here. Candidate judge 1, judge 2 given in the problem itself. So here we need to find out R1 and R2. Okay. Because we need to calculate D values. Okay, so R1 is calculated by using judge 1, R2 is calculated by using judge 2. Okay, here we need to write ranks. So which is the least number here? 20. I'm giving first rank. Okay, then 22, second rank. So 23 is repeated 2 times. So third rank we cannot give. So that 3 plus 4. Third rank plus fourth rank divided by 2. These 2 ranks are, we are taking average. So 7 divided by 2. Then you will get 3.5. So for both candidates, you need to take rank 3.5. See 3.5. Here also 3.5. Okay. There is no third rank. There is no fourth rank. Clear? And next, after 23, we have 24. That is fifth rank. Okay. And next 28. Sixth rank. Next 30 is repeated 2 times. So 7 plus 8 divided by 2. So 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. So that 7.5 we need to give for 30 marks candidate. Okay, 7.5, 7.5. Next, there is no 7th rank, there is no 8th rank. Just we are taking here average. All the ranks are given, yes. Then go to R2. In the R2, we need to take judge 2 values. In the judge 2, which one is the least value? 24. So 24 is repeated 2 times. So first rank and second rank you need to take average. 1 plus 2 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. That is nothing but 1.5. So we are taking for the first rank 1.5 and 1.5. Okay. So here we are not taking first rank as well as second rank. Just we are taking 1.5. After that, you need to take directly third rank. So 25 third rank, 26 fourth, and 27 fifth. Next 28 sixth, 30 7th, 32 8th. Okay, all the ranks are completed. After calculation of ranks, you need to find out D values, because in the formula you required summation of D square value. Here we need to write summation of D square. For summation of D square, you require D. Then only you will calculate D square values. Okay. So how to calculate D? R1 minus R2. R1 minus R2. So R1 1, R2 6, 1 minus 6 minus 5, 2 minus 1.5 0.5, 6 minus 1.5 4.5, 3.5 minus 3 0.5, 7.5 minus 4 3.5, 7.5 minus 5 2.5, 3.5 minus 8 minus 4.5, 5 minus 7 minus 2. Okay, so that is R1 minus R2, that is D calculation. After calculation of D, you need to calculate D square values. Okay, D square values. How to calculate D square values? You know D values, that will be squared. Okay, so 5 into 5, 25, minus into minus plus, 0.5 into 0.5, 0.25, 4.5 into 4.5, 20.25, 0.5 into 0.5, 0.25, 3.5 into 3.5, 12.25, 2.5 into 2.5, 6.25, 4.5 into 4.5, 20.25, minus into minus plus, 2 into 2, 4, minus into minus plus. Take the total, you'll get 88.5. That is nothing but summation of D square. This value is applicable in the formula. Okay. So what is the formula actually? When repeated ranks are there, then we will apply this formula. R is equals to, R is nothing but rank correlation, is equals to 1 minus 6 into sigma D square. Sigma D square is nothing but total of D square values. So already we know total of D square values plus 1 by 12 M1 cube minus M1 plus M1 by 12 into M2 cube minus M2 plus, if you have a third number also repeated, then extended our formula. So here we have three numbers are there, repeated numbers, so that we need to take M1, M2 and M3 also. Okay, divided by n into n square minus 1. So this is the formula. So in this formula, we need to apply those values. Okay. So 1 minus 6 into sigma D square. What is sigma D square? 88.5. Okay. Plus 1 divided by 12 into M1 cube. Here M1 is equals to what? See, here explanation given. M1 is equals to 2. As rank 3.5 is occurring 2 times. So 3.5 అనేది 2 times వచ్చింది కాబట్టి we need to take M1 is equals to 2. Then M2 is equals to 2 because 7.5 repeated 2 times. So that we are taking M2 is equals to 2. M3 is equals to also 2 because 1.5 is repeated 2 times. In the R1, these two values are repeated. In the R2, 1.5 is repeated 2 times. So that we are taking M1, M2, M3. Okay. Here given formula up to M2 only. M1, M2. We need to extend here plus 1 by 12 into M3 also because third number also repeated. Yes. M3 cube minus M3. Okay. Then applying the formula. See, 1 minus 6 into sigma D square value is 88.5 plus 1 by 12. So M1 is equals to 2 cube minus M1 2 plus 1 by 12. M2. M2 is 2 cube minus 2 plus 1 by 12. M3 2 cube minus 2 divided by n is equals to number of observations. N is equals to 8. So 8 into 8 square minus 1. In the formula, we are taking n square minus 1. Yes. So after applying those values, just take this 1 minus 6 into 88.5 plus. So for this, just check here. 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 2. How much? 8. Minus 2. How much? 6. Okay. Then 1 by 12. How much? 1 divided by 12. 0.08. That is multiplied with 6. So 0.49 is nothing but 0.5 because second digit is 9. That means we can add one number with 4. So that is 0.5. So here we take in 0.5. Okay. After doing this process, you'll get 0.5. Okay. Then plus, after doing this process, you'll get again 0.5. And here also same. After doing this process, you'll get 0.5 because same numbers are there. Yes. So next, then take this total and multiply with 6. See, 88.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5. So what is the total here? 90. That 90 is multiplied with 6. 540. Okay. That 540 is divided by with 504. How you will get 504? 8 square. 8 into 8 minus 1. See once. 8 into 8. 64 minus 1, that is equal to 63, that is multiplied with again 8 into 8, 504. Yes, so after getting those values, just apply this. 540 divided by 504 will get 1.071. Okay, that is deducted from 1, so we'll get 0.0714. Okay, that is nothing but rank correlation. Okay, so this is if ranks are repeated. Thank you for watching.